Tonight on the news, Rivers State government warns waste management contractors over poor response on evacuation of waste. Reps charges federal government on correctional centers upgrade. Plus, federal government unveils 50 million naira stemmed grants to empower student entrepreneurs. Do you love and care about Rivers State and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. It is a task we must accomplish. It's a good news that we have you on the news tonight. My name is Obubele Barapaka. The Rivers State Local Government Service Commission held its meeting with staff to foster unity, synergy and efficiency in waste delivery, as well as, I'll take that again. The Rivers State Local Government Service Commission held its meeting with staff to foster unity, synergy, and efficiency in service delivery, as well as familiarize with them. The meeting was held at the Nolgate Conference Hall, Moscow Road, Port Harcourt. The rest of the report is presented from our studios. Chairman of the Commission, Israel Amadi, while addressing heads of department and staff on key aspects of their roles, emphasized the importance of observing the ethics of their job, teamwork, and diligence in the discharge of their duties. According to him, the meeting aims to enhance collaboration and productivity within the local government areas.
We shall work in synergy with all of you to ensure fair, equitable, and efficient recruitment and appointment, promotion, transfers, discipline, and manpower development of local government staff. We shall ensure that the local government administration comply fully with Rivers State Public Procurement Law and Regulations, amongst other statutory laws and policy directives.
Amadi described the briefing as a significant step towards strengthening the operational framework of the Rivers State Local Government Service Commission, as well as promoting a positive work culture among staff.
We have projected that starting from Tuesday, between 9th of July to 4th September, or thereabout 2025, we shall be embarking on heart-to-heart sensitization and constructive engagement across all the 23 ATS, aimed at re-engineering the workforce and instilling value change and rights etiquette.
The familiarization briefing also featured healthcare sensitization by Dr. Betty Agala, Executive Director of the Rivers State Contributory Health Scheme Program. Speaking on the need for local government areas authorities to register all staff in the scheme, Dr. Agala said it is paramount for everyone to participate to enjoy its innumerable benefits.
So what I'm asking the local government authorities to do is to make sure that their staff are covered by the health insurance scheme.
Participants appreciated the Commission for the organization of the meeting and assured the chairman and members of the Commission of their cooperation and commitment to ensure effective and efficient service delivery.
If they can do it according to how the doctor has rightly said, going to local government by local government to register staffs so that we can benefit from the health.
The Igbo community in Rivers State has announced a restructuring of positions and titles with various leadership structures under its jurisdiction across the state. The Ezendi Igbo Rivers State is a Sam Mokolo disclosed this in a communique issued at the end of a stakeholders meeting in Port Harcourt. Namdi Olumini takes it from here.
Eze Sam Mokolo also hinted that the adjustments are part of broader efforts to reorganize and strengthen internal administrations while maintaining cordial relationship with host communities. He also assured members of the Igbo community in Rivers State of continued support from the leadership in the areas of welfare, integration, and cultural identity. He further appealed to all Igbo sons and daughters residing and doing business in the state to remain peaceful, law-abiding, and united, noting that peaceful coexistence is the responsibility of all.
Decided that the throne will be known as the throne of the Rstv River State, and I am the person, the occupant of the sacred throne of the Igbo people. I've been referred to as the Ezesa Engineer Sam Okolo KSC Rstv in River State. The Honorable the fourth is a job for me.
According to him, Igbo people are known for peace, hard work and respect for constituted authority, and would support the programs of government and any initiative that will bring peace and development in the society.
Said to our people, because we are peculiar and unique people, we've encouraged our people who will keep investing in River State, who will keep growing our businesses in River State, and will keep being law abiding in River State. And we will try to avoid anything that will cause mayhem or trouble. Like we always speak to our people, to always forget, to always do what is right. And towards all our things we're planning to do, we'll continue doing it for the betterment of the Igbos.
Nnamdi Olimini, Rstv News.
River State government has frowned at the poor response of to refuse evacuation across the state by various contractors saddled with such responsibility. It has therefore warned the subcontractors to immediately improve their performance or face severe consequences, including contract termination. A statement by the Senior Special Advisor on Media to the River State government, Hector Ibikiolmo, said any contractor who fails to meet their contractual agreements in evacuating refuse promptly will have their agreements revoked. It said the action underscores the administration's commitment to maintaining a clean, healthy, and aesthetically pleasing environment for all residents. The statement emphasized that the River State government has reactivated an abandoned borough pit to serve as an additional waste disposal site, with steps taken to upgrade the one along the Airport Access Road 1. According to the statement, these measures are designed to address the growing waste disposal challenges in the state and ensure that refuse is properly managed in line with global best practices. The statement also urged all residents to dispose of their waste responsibly by using designated dump sites and adhering to proper waste disposal methods that preserve the environmental beauty and hygiene of the state. Pupils and students have been enjoined to be more studious and improve on the knowledge acquired at school in future academic advancements. Proprietress of Divine Favor International School, Akpado in Eleme local government area, Helen Osaro-Luka, gave the charge at the 2024-2025 graduation ceremony of the school. Godspa Anili has the report.
Addressing the audience, Helen Osaro-Luka explained that the school founded few years ago has impacted the children positively, making them stars and positioning them to be able to compete favorably with their peers across the globe. She noted that the management of the Citadel of Learning is determined to provide morals, combine academics with extracurricular activities, expose children to the best ways of achieving excellence in a spacious environment with qualified teachers and modern facilities for effective teaching and learning. According to the proprietress, the management organized the graduation ceremony to convince parents and guardians of credible, practical performances as products of their classwork.
Our aim is to make the children great, so that when they go to the world, they show who they are. So of God, the school has turned out many people into the Nigerians that hold different positions in the world. Most of them are now abroad, doing great. Some of them are medical doctors, lawyers, engineers, and so forth and so on.
Display of socio-academic activities took center stage at the event. Parents and students shared their views.
They listen to the parents and they take advice from the parents. They don't just do things because they believe it's right. they subject whatever they want to do to serious analysis. At least I have 3 of my children here. All the places they've gone to, they've been able to prove that they are going to a very good school.
I like the way they do. They are doing fine. They are performing fine, and we thank God with the effort they have been putting in the children. Place of environment. My friends' children are also here.
I am very happy to graduate today. I'm very happy to go to secondary school.
Graduating to JS1, and I am happy that I am doing this graduation day.
Today we give our beloved teachers a good thank you. Words will never express our appreciation. You were more than educators, you were mentors, motivators, and second parents. You believed in us even when we doubted ourselves. Every lesson you taught us in and out of the classroom has built the foundation upon which our future now stands.
At the end of the ceremony, Godwin Paul Osaroluka and Annabelle Asogwa emerged as the 2025-2026 Master and Miss Divine Favor International School. God's Power Anele, Rstv News.
In a related development, Community Secondary School Orowuruku has sent 4 students of the 2024-2025 set and charged them to be God ambassadors of the school and the society. Principal of the school, Dr. Patience Nwachukwu, gave the charge during the dual graduation and craft exhibition ceremony tagged Peculiar Class 2025.
Dr. Nwachukwu advised that as they go into the larger society in pursuit of different academic disciplines, they should detach themselves from peer groups and negative influences. The principal added that the occasion geared toward the journey of students who are not only graduating from season of learning, but also launching a lasting contribution to the world, a book, a written record of their thoughts, ideas and creativity, saying that the moment was history in motion, as it was a testament of what could be achieved when dedication meets opportunity. And when dedication meets opportunity, curiosity is nurtured with love and guidance. She called on parents and guardians to place premium on the upbringing of their children and wards, and also advised the graduates not to engage in frivolous acts that would jeopardize their future plans.
In the past months of years, you've grown not just in knowledge, but also in character. You have learned to ask questions, to create, to solve problems, to express yourself, and to work together. Whether through projects, performances, or personal milestones, each of you have made a mark, and today we pause to recognize and applaud that.
Chairman of the occasion, Chief Chris Wanode Ajoru, lauded the principal for keeping the school afloat in the face of meager funds, noting that Community Secondary School Orowuruku was notorious for the worst kind of vices, but with the emergence of Dr. Nwachukwu, it has become a haven and citadel of learning and character molding. Spiritual mother of the day, Pastor Susan Cole, who referenced Joseph in the Bible for students to borrow a leaf from, enjoined them to use their time in positive ventures to achieve greatness.
Joseph was a young man like you, a young man like you, a young man like you. If you are called by the governor of this state, what do you have to offer to your state? Offers will be before you, but what will determine your choices are your purpose-driven attitude.
Also speaking, the divisional police officer in charge of Nkpolu Orowuruku Division, represented by Inspector Stella Achelewu, enjoined the graduates to put God first in everything as they leave the school in search of greener pasture in education.
Be able to advise yourself and stay away from pride. Whatever you do today, it can mean your future, and nobody wants to be a failure in future.
A book authored by one of the graduating students was launched at the ceremony, which featured presentation of awards to deserving students, teachers, corps members, and staff, skills exhibition, cutting of the cake, a talk show, ballets, cultural and Indian dances. Melvin Jackson, Rstv News.
You're still watching the news coming from the studios of River State Television. Do you love and care about River State and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. It is the task we must accomplish. Watch us on Facebook at RSTVCH22 Online and on YouTube at RSTV Online. To continue with the news, former Congolese president faces trial on treason. And in sports, President Tinubu approves full allowance payment of emoluments to Super Falcons. We'll bring you details of all these and others when we return. Stay with us.
The Nigeria Broadcasting Awards TMBA is back for its second edition. Are you the voice behind the mic, the face on the screen, or the producer of that story that moved the nation? Broadcasters from Bond member stations can now submit their best work. Entries open from July 1st to July 31st, 2025. There are 12 award categories, each for radio and television, from Best Station of the Year to Best News, Drama, Sports, Documentary, and Talk shows, whether in English or rendered in indigenous languages. Eligible entries are for works aired between January 1st and December 31st, 2024. Do you have what it takes to be named Presenter of the Year, Reporter of the Year, Newscaster of the Year, or Channel of the Year? Then visit www.tmbaawards.ng on how to submit your entries. The Nigeria Broadcasting Awards, celebrating excellence.
When I was pregnant, I hoped you would have your dad's smile. After 6 months, I worried about the right foods to give you. Now you've grown so much, and doctor says anemia can affect your growth and slow your learning.
Mom is right. 7 out of 10 kids in Nigeria suffer from iron deficiency, which can cause anemia. 1 meal of Cerelac Junior with Iron Plus provides 50% of your child's daily iron needs to support proper growth and learning.
That's reassuring. Cerelac Junior with Iron Plus. It's all good, Mom.
Mega Power Ministries OPL Worldwide presents
special deliverance titled Power to Break Free from Water Spirit Attack.
The last time we experienced wedding or anything traditional marriage in our family was 1996. The young girls there, some will give birth in the house, some will just go and meet a man and be staying with them. I came to OPM. When I came, I picked water spirit assignment. December, my introduction was done.
She changed the history in the family.
Are you under water spirit attack? Is your marriage caged by water spirits? Are you tired of making love in your dream? Today, Dr. Jesus has remembered you in a one-day deliverance program
titled Power to Break Free from Water Spirit Attack.
Date:
this Saturday, 26th of July 2025, time 9 a.m. in the morning.
Venue: OPM GIA 2, number 2B of the Wilford Street, near Casablanca, Phase 2, Port Harcourt.
The leg, hand, wings of Manu Water shall be broken, and there shall be mass restoration.
This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. Rstv, Channel 22, Port Harcourt.
Thanks for joining us for many more news. Rivers State Council of the Radio, Television, Theatre and Arts Workers Union of Nigeria, RATAU, has felicitated with the newly elected national president of the union, Comrade Prince Emeka Kalu, and other members of the Central Working Committee on their landslide victory at the just concluded National Delegates Conference of the union held at the Gombe International Hotel, Gombe State. A congratulatory message by the Rivers State Chairman of the Union, Comrade Susie Akra Jaja, and the Secretary, Comrade Maxwell Brown, described the emergence of the Prince Emeka Kalu-led national leadership as God's will. The Union in Rivers State pledged her unwavering loyalty and support to the Kalu leadership as it pilots the affairs of the Union in the next 4 years. The statement described Emeka Kalu as a man with the capacity, integrity, intelligence, and prudence to manage the affairs of the Union. It added that members of the Union in the state have no doubt in the performance of the incoming administration as national president after serving in various organs of the Union as well as being the immediate past national vice president of the Union. The statement called on members of the union across the country to rally round the present administration, ensuring that the new leadership stands to continually protect and provide good welfare for all its members. The House of Representatives Committee on Performatory Institutions has called on the President Bola Tinubu-led administration to urgently upgrade critical infrastructure in correctional centers across the country. The committee, led by its chairman, Chinedu Oga, made the plea in Abuja on Friday during a courtesy visit to the Ministry of Interior, Mr. Odubumi Tunji Oga, who represents Iwo as Southwest Federal Constituency in Ebonyi State, commended the federal government for its ongoing reforms being carried out across correctional facilities in the land, especially measures directed at addressing the challenges of overcrowding and feeding of inmates. Having undergone an assessment tour of some of the facilities as part of his oversight function, Oga stated that the infrastructural upgrade would go a long way in complementing ongoing reforms in the current administration and policies to reflect international best practices. Federal government is set to unveil a financial grant opportunity for student entrepreneurs as a way to stimulate innovation, entrepreneurship, and economic transformation. The government said key beneficiaries are student entrepreneurs in sciences, technology, engineering, mathematics, and medical sciences related courses. Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, in a statement Friday, signed by the Director, Press and Public of the Ministry, Boriowo Folashade, explained that projects also referred to as the STEM Up Grant Initiative will be formally unveiled in August in Abuja. He explained that the project known as Sciences, Technology, Engineering, Mathematics, and Medical Sciences Student Venture Capital Grant, also called SVCG, is a pioneer initiative designed to empower students in Nigeria's tertiary institutions to build the next generation of scalable, job-creating ventures. The minister challenged key educational managers, notably vice-chancellors, provosts, rectors, students' leaders, academic staff, and development partners to support the project and also chart a collective course for nurturing student-led innovations. Now to foreign matters. The treason trial of former Congolese President Joseph Kabila has begun in a military court in the capital, Kinshasa. He also faces other charges, including murder and rape, linked to his alleged support for M23 rebels, who control a large part of the mineral-rich east of the country. He denies the charges, did not appear at the hearing, and has asked to be
to
tried
cause
in
the instability in
absentia.
the eastern part
Kabila's
of DRC.
successor, President Felix Tshisekedi, has accused him of being the brains behind the rebels. The ex-president has rejected the case as arbitrary and said the courts were being used as an instrument of oppression. After several hours, Friday's trial was adjourned to the end of the month following a request by prosecutors for extra time to review documents. A ceasefire deal between the rebels and the government was agreed last week, but fighting has continued. Kabila had been living outside the country for 2 years, but arrived in the rebel-held city of Goma in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo from self-exposed exile in South Africa in May this year. Now, sports. President Bola Tinubu has approved the full payments of allowances and match bonuses for the Super Falcons ahead of their final match against Morocco in the 2025 Women's Africa Cup of Nations, also called WAFCON. Sports correspondent Royal Duko brings us details.
Chairman of the National Sports Commission, Shehu Diko, who made the announcement while speaking with reporters in Abuja, also confirmed that all entitlements up to and including the final on July 26 had been disbursed for the immediate payment to players, coaches and officials. Diko described the gesture as policy in motion and a demonstration of renewed commitment to Nigerian athletes under Tinubu's leadership, assuring that this would now be the standard practice going forward, timely payments without drama or delays. Diko noted that the move also extends to Nigeria's women's basketball team, who are set to begin their 2025 FIBA Women's Afro-Basket campaign in Côte d'Ivoire, saying that the Tigers will receive improved allowances and bonuses. Nigerian boxing sensation Elizabeth Oshoba has issued a confidence statement ahead of her featherweight bout against American Lisa Parker. The Ogun State-born boxer has said she's more prepared than ever for the August 2022 showdown in Orlando, Florida. The undefeated WBC, Silver and Igbo International featherweight champion, who boasts a perfect 9-0 record with 5 knockouts, will face Parker in what promises to be a crucial step in her quest for world title unification. Inter Milan have issued final deadline to Atlanta as they intensify their pursuit of Nigerian international Ademola Lookman. While Inter Milan have reportedly agreed personal terms with Lookman, a multi-year deal worth around 4 million net per season, their 40 million euro bid still falls short on Atlanta's 50 million euros valuation. The Confederation of African Football has appointed Namibian referee Antino Twanyanyukwa to be in charge of proceedings when they host Morocco's trade tackles with the Super Falcons in a blockbuster WAFCON 2024 final in Rabat on Saturday. Twanyanyukwa becomes the first match official from the Southern African country to take charge of a WAFCON final in history. She was selected by the continent's football governing body following her exceptional performance during the ongoing competition. Royal Duko, Rstv Sports News.
Now that's the news, but before we take our leave, let's remind ourselves that if we love and care about River State and her peace, we have to build her to greater heights because it is our responsibility. Now to end the news, another look at the major reports. The River State government has frowned at the poor response to refuse evacuations across the state by various contractors saddled with such responsibility and warned such contractors to immediately improve on their services or face severe consequences, including termination of agreements. The House of Representatives Committee on Performatory Institutions has called on the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led administration to urgently upgrade critical infrastructure in correctional centers across the country. That informed you that the federal government is set to unveil a financial grant opportunity for student entrepreneurs as a way to stimulate innovation, entrepreneurship, and economic transformation. That's the news. Thanks for watching. Good night.
Nations of Africa, oil-rich, teeming with wildlife, and home to diverse peoples and cultures.
Key players to fashion out ways to diversify these. The focus among others